All right, so we're gonna do a yoga bar hybrid class with a little tiny bit of cardio, but not like before. There'll be absolutely no jumping, nothing. Lots of different options available for anything. If something doesn't feel good for you, don't do it. Again, if we're in, there's quite a big portion in second position, which is just a goddess squat. If it is getting too much on your legs, just come out of it and come back in when you want. You can use weights or no weights. Either way, you're gonna feel this. So if the weights feel heavy at all at any time, because it is smaller, more isometric movement. So if the weights feel heavy at any time, feel free to drop them. And then just have fun and let me know if you liked this one. So I kind of didn't realize that we ended a bit early last week. So I figured that I would make this one a little bit more fun this week for you. So we will start at the top of the mats, and again, listen to your body, you know, at any time. But as I say, there will be lots of different options for everything, so just choose the best option for you. So starting at the top of our mats in mountain pose, we can rock back and forth, maybe wiggle some of that energy out first to start. Really finding our strong rooted center in our feet here. Maybe we roll our shoulders back and down. Maybe if we can do that a couple of times, especially if we've had a lot of tension in the past couple of days, maybe we've been doing a lot of gardening, just wiggling that out. And then finding some stillness here for a breath or two. You can close your eyes or just soften your gaze, whatever feels best for you. And just finding our breath here for a few moments. Taking a nice cleansing breath in through the nose, filling up all the spaces in our body, and exhale, let it all out. One more time, a nice big inhale here, filling up all the spaces that you can. And exhale, sighing it all out, letting it go. And just starting to take our focus inward here for a moment or two, maybe noticing how strong and rooted you feel in your feet. Maybe noticing what part of your feet you can feel the mat and where there's space. Maybe on our next inhale, we grow a little bit longer through the crown of our head. Spine is nice and tall. Rooting down to rise up. Noticing how our breath feels today. Beautiful. And in our next few breaths, we can slowly start to wake up. Maybe we wiggle our fingers and our toes. If our eyes are closed, we can slowly bat them open. Maybe it feels good to do a couple more of those shoulder rolls forward and back. We can look side to side if we like. Maybe even dropping an ear to a shoulder. Moving nice and slow just to start here. Beautiful. Coming back to center, taking some sun breaths. Inhaling nice and slow, reaching up to the sky. And exhaling down through heart center. Again, inhaling nice and slow. Maybe we even look up at our fingertips this time. And exhaling down through center. Beautiful. We're going to reach our arms wide, palms facing forward, really squeezing our shoulder blades together, heart shining forward, standing cow. And then as we exhale, rounding in chin to chest, arms forward, standing cat. Beautiful, flowing through this nice and slow for a few breaths, really opening our shoulders and the back of the body here. One more time through. Exhaling forward. Beautiful, making our way back to our mountain pose. We're gonna inhale up to the sky. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Really being heavy in this forward fold to start, stretching out our hamstrings, releasing our neck and our back here. Maybe we rock back and forth. Maybe we just give a little bit of movement side to side, or maybe stillness. Beautiful. We're going to inhale, halfway lift, hands on shins or thighs. Hold this for a breath or two, really feeling the sits bones reaching to the back of the mat. Exhale, bending our knees forward, fold. We're going to inhale, rise up to the sky. Exhaling, mountain. Beautiful. Inhaling up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold left foot to the back of the mat, finding runner's lunge to start, knowing that you can always drop that left knee if you like. You can heel toe that right foot out a little bit more. And if it's available, we're gonna plant that left wrist underneath the left shoulder, twisting open to the right. Again, you can lower that left knee if that's better for you. Opening up our hips here. Beautiful, circling this right arm around. We're gonna bring right foot to meet left, finding downward facing dog. Beautiful, bending our knees as much as we need to, pedaling this out, finding your movement to settle in here. Beautiful, finding stillness for our breath. And then as we exhale, we're gonna lower our knees to the mat, finding our tabletop. And we're gonna stretch our wrists out just quickly here. So we're gonna bring our fingertips facing our body. Wrists are still underneath our shoulders here. Or if it's not available, just turn them all the way around, just wherever is comfortable for you. Maybe we walk our knees in a couple inches to start. And we're just gonna rock back and forth really gently. There might not be a lot of movement, and that's okay. I am not as flexible in my wrists as other people, probably because I type all day. We're just opening everything up here before we do some plank series. Oh, we're gonna miss our plank hold this week, guys. Darn, I know you're really sad about that. Totally forgot to write that into this one. Beautiful, one more time through. Coming back to center, we're gonna bring our palms forward. And we're gonna circle this out. Maybe we bring our shoulders up over top of our wrists, closer to our fingertips here, opening up our hips, and then the other way. Beautiful, coming back to center, we're gonna place our hands palm up, fingertips pointing towards each other, and we're gonna drop our chest towards the mat and rise back up. Bending our elbows out to the side, stretching our wrists in another direction here. 2 more. Beautiful, last one, rising up. We can walk our hands forward, maybe we even sit back, you can shake it out. Beautiful, finding our tabletop, tucking our toes, lifting our hips up and back, downward facing dog. And then walking our feet to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, rising up to the sky. Exhaling, mountain, inhaling up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold, planting our hands, right foot to the back of the mat, finding that runner's lunge on this side. Again, you can lower that knee. Really opening up our hips here. Right wrist or right fingertips underneath the right shoulder, twisting to the left. Again, that knee could be lowered. Beautiful, circling this right arm around. Left foot meets right. Downward facing dog. Again, you can pedal that out for a breath or two. And then we're gonna bend our knees, walk our feet to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold, rooting down to rise up to the sky. And exhaling down the mountain. Beautiful. We're gonna reach our left foot back. We're gonna find our goddess squat or second position. Beautiful, we can wiggle this out. And we're gonna find sunflowers to start, just to open up our hips. So we're gonna do them just a little bit faster than normal. Reaching our arms up to the sky. As we exhale, lower our hips, reaching forward. Inhaling up, exhale, lower. Beautiful, 2 more times. Last time through. Inhaling up, hands down through our center. We can put our hands on our hips or wherever they feel comfortable here. Lowering our hips here, making sure knees are over top of our ankles. Spine is nice and tall. And we're just gonna do heel lifts if that's available. Lifting the right heel off the mat and lower, left, lower. Right, left, right, left. Beautiful. For 8 more, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful, holding center. Maybe we can lift both heels off the mat this time. Maybe they can't lift off the mat, that's okay. We're gonna pulsar it down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful, if our heels are lifted, we're gonna lower them down. We're gonna, straighten our legs, pivoting our feet here, toes pointed the long edge of the mat. We're gonna inhale up to the sky and we're just gonna give a nice wide-legged forward fold for a breath. Beautiful, inhale, halfway lift, and we're gonna walk our hands to the top of the mat, pivoting both feet, rising up into a crescent lunge. And we're just gonna pulse this down. So we're not bending the left knee, we're just pulsing the hips down. That right knee is gonna move just a little bit here for 8, 7, again, opening up our hip flexor, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding static pose here. We're gonna bring the left leg in to meet the right, finding chair, and then we're gonna reach it back. So for 8, reach it back, 7, 6, 5. We're gonna add on, or you can stay doing this one for another 8. If not, we're gonna lift that left knee off the mat towards the chest. Here we go, one more like this. Lift it up, back, 7. Or it can touch the ground. 6, my counting is bad, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful, reach it back, find that crescent lunge, and we're gonna pivot our feet, finding goddess squat one more time here. Beautiful. So lowering our hips down, we're gonna give it a pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding it here, reaching our hands just behind our thighs here. And we're just gonna tilt from side to side, really using our obliques, reaching that hand kind of lower than our knee on the either side. Beautiful. 8, 7, 6, making sure it's just the upper part of our body that's moving. 3, 2, 1. Hold it in center here. We're gonna inhale, lift up. We can pivot our feet, finding one more wide-legged forward fold. Inhaling up, exhale, fold. Beautiful, inhale, halfway lift, walking our hands to the other side of the mat this time. So we're gonna be in our crescent lunge. You might be at the back of your mat, rising up. Beautiful, hands can go to heart center, left knee is over our ankle, pulsing down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here, bringing that right leg in to meet the left and chair to lunge. 7, 6. Arms can be wherever makes it more comfortable for you. 4, 3, 2. Adding on or staying here. Knee lift, back. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Beautiful. Holding it back to crescent lunge here, pivoting our feet, finding our goddess squat one more time. Beautiful. Then pivoting our feet to the top of the mat, finding crescent lunge. Exhale, folding forward, planting our hands, right foot meets left, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Holding this for a breath or two. And we're gonna find a plank series here with a core flow. So again, you can lower your knees at any time. You can do your plank series like this, just bringing your knee towards your chest. Whatever feels more comfortable for you. Beautiful. So starting in our downward facing dog, we're gonna inhale our right leg to the sky. And as we exhale, we're gonna bring that right knee towards the left elbow. Beautiful, inhaling back up. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Beautiful. Reaching up. Again, you can lower that knee. Beautiful, 2 more. And then we're gonna hold it towards that left elbow. Last one, hold that right knee towards the left elbow, and we're gonna tick-tock to either side. So bring it towards the right elbow, the left. For 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful, we're gonna reach that right foot back to meet the left, finding plank or kneeling plank or even forearm plank. And we're gonna push it forward and back just a little bit here. Knowing that you can stay here. We can also bend our knees, press our hips back, reach forward for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and we're gonna hold our plank just for 8, 7, shoulders over wrists, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hinge our hips up and back, downward facing dog, or maybe we even find a child's pose for a breath. Beautiful, pedaling that out if we need to. Beautiful, we're gonna reach our right leg to the sky. And then as we exhale, we're gonna bring that right foot between our hands, finding a runner's lunge for a breath. I just need to take a sip of water because I can't talk anymore. Beautiful, we're gonna grab our weights and use them as props. Now, if keeping your body in this position for a long period of time is difficult for you, you can rise up as well. If lunges are not in your practice, find a static hold. So the first movement we're gonna find here, we're gonna bring the left foot to meet the right, and then we're gonna lunge it back. Again, you can also do it from here, or hold it back to forward just like we did at the start. We're gonna do 8 of those. Lunge, step, 7. And then we're gonna add on to this. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful, we're gonna reach that foot back. We're gonna lunge, lift that left leg off the mat, slight micro bend in the right leg, down to a lunge for 8, 7, you can do this, my legs are talking too, 5, 4, we're gonna add the 2 together, 3, 2, last one, beautiful, lower it down, we're gonna lunge, step, lunge, lift, lunge, step, lunge, lift, 6, again, you can do this standing, 5, legs are spicy now, 4, 3, 2, last one. Beautiful, then the left foot meets the right, find a forward fold. You can release the weights for a second, maybe we pedal that out. We're gonna inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, rooting down, rising up to the sky. Exhaling, mountain. Might wanna grab a sip of water. My legs are really talking. Beautiful, and then we're gonna meet at the top of the mat in our chair pose. So again, feet can be closer together or wider apart, whatever feels good for you. We're gonna bend our knees, grab our weights if that's available for you, and bring our hands forward here. We're gonna lower our hips into a little bit of a baby chair. And we're gonna do a chair squat as we lift up, bicep curl, turn our palms out, overhead press. Palms back towards the elbows or towards the shoulders. Lower them back down we're gonna do 8 of those. If an overhead press is not in your practice, just hold them here. Beautiful, for 8, lift, turn our palms out, shoulders up, beautiful. 7, this is almost like rest. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Beautiful, bring our hands to heart center. We're gonna lower our weights and we're gonna find all of that on the other side. I know that excites you. We're gonna inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, planting our hands, stepping back to downward facing dog. Again, maybe a pedal out feels really good. Maybe we roll our ankles around. Beautiful, finding stillness here, lifting the left leg up to the sky this time. Again, you can find your kneeling lunge as well, or your kneeling plank as well. As we exhale, left knee to right elbow, Lift it up. Beautiful. Left knee, right elbow, and lift. Beautiful. 2 more, and then we hold. Beautiful. Last one here, hold it, left knee towards the right elbow and tick-tock side to side for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful, left foot meets right. Find our plank or kneeling plank. Whatever feels better for you, rock it forward and back. And staying here or bending our knees, reaching forward. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, hold our plank or kneeling plank. Hold it for 8, shoulders over wrists, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hinging up and back, downward facing dog. Beautiful. And then on our next breath, exhaling that left leg up to the sky and bringing it through between our hands, grabbing our weights to use as props or rising up. Finding that lunge and step. Lunge, step. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it back, lunge, lift. Really using our glutes to lift that leg off the mat. It doesn't have to lift very far to engage the glutes here. 4, 3, before we put them together, 2, last one, beautiful, lunge, together, lunge, lift, 7, you can do this, 6, 4, nope, this one's 4, 3, if you need to stop and come back, do so, 2, last one. Beautiful. Bringing that right foot to meet the left, finding a forward fold again. You can pedal that out. Maybe rock side to side. I need to find my breath here. Letting our weights go to start. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, rooting down. Rising up to the sky. And exhaling, mountain. You can find a sip of water again if you need to. All right, we're gonna find another set of that chair bicep curl overhead press. So bending our knees, grabbing our weights here. Again, feet wherever is most comfortable for you. We're gonna lower into our chair as we lift bicep curl, overhead press for 7, 6. Remember palms turning as they reach the shoulders. 4, 3, 2, last one. Beautiful, hands to heart center. We're gonna find, where are we at now? Beautiful, left foot back. We're gonna find our goddess squat or second position. Beautiful, settling in there. Hands can just be at our hip creases, or just on the tops of our thighs. And we're gonna pulse this down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful, bringing our hands out in front, palms facing in, elbows bent, micro bent the entire time. We're gonna do one fly on each time. So right arm up and lower, left, lower. Maybe we lift that heel up off the mat as that arm raises. Maybe it's right arm, right heel, maybe not. Left arm, right heel, lower. Beautiful. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful, bringing that together. We're gonna do both arms at the same time. Maybe our heels lift in lower, maybe they don't. 8, 7, micro bending in those arms. 6, 5, shoulders squeezing together still. Spine is nice and tall. 2, 1. Beautiful, bring our arms down. Maybe we move that around. We're gonna bring our arms out to either side, palms up, elbows bent, and we're gonna pulse that up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful, bending our elbows, hands to heart center, dropping our hands down, palms facing forward. We're gonna straighten our legs. We're gonna lower them, and we're gonna do a bicep curl as we straighten for 8 more. 8, 7, and then we're gonna find some isometric movement with our biceps. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, and we're gonna hold it down. Hold that down. We're gonna lift our arms just in line with our elbows and lower. Maybe we lower our legs an inch and down an inch. Up an inch, down an inch. Our legs, hands halfway, and then lowering. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then we're gonna find a static hold. 1, lower, raise our hands up in line with our elbows. Hold this for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. This time we're gonna keep our hands here, raise them up to our elbows and down. Maybe we lower our hips an inch, lower an inch for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, finding a static hold again. Arms in line, pulse our biceps up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful, hands to heart center. We can straighten that out. Maybe we heel toe in. Maybe we shake that out for a breath or two. Beautiful. All right. We're gonna try to find a little bit of cardio here. So hands to heart center. We're gonna find, or you can drop your weights as well. You can have weights or no weights. I'm gonna give you 2 different options. We're gonna lunge back left, together, right lunge, knee to chest, or a kick, or a tap, whichever feels better for you. So right lunge, together, left, kick, or knee to chest. Left lunge back. This might take a bit to get through. Kick. Right knee back, together, left, kick, left, right, kick, knee to chest, or to the mat. Beautiful. Last one. Kicking forward, and then finding center. We're gonna bring our arms up overhead, finding that chair. Might feel more comfortable to have your toes a little bit closer together. Lowering just a tiny bit into a baby chair. Actually, you can bring our hands to center to start, hands to heart center to start. Belly button into spine. Spine is nice and tall. Just a tiny baby chair here. Arms up, elbows reaching forward. We're gonna do a tricep kick back here. So bending our elbows and lifting. Beautiful. For 11. Almost like we're hiding our weights and showing our weights. 9, 8. The only thing that's moving is the top of our arms. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Beautiful. We can bring our hands back to heart center. We can straighten up out of that. Again, we can kick that out. We're gonna find a standing core series here. So feet about hips distance apart. Whatever feels comfortable for you. We're gonna lunge down just a little bit and we're gonna pulse. So hold on a second here. So we're gonna squat, pulse, rise up, bring our weights to our right knee, lower, right knee, lower. Lunge or squat, pulse, rise up that left knee, weights to left knee, lower, left knee, lower. Beautiful. For 8 more. This is way too much to do at the same time. 7, 6, Really squeezing our obliques as we round over there. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Beautiful. Meeting and standing here. Again, weights can be lowered. You can keep them at heart center. Really rooting into our left foot. We're going to point that right foot out to the side. Toe stays pointing down the entire time. We're really going to engage really this part of our glute muscle here. So trying to stay nice and tall. Again, we can lower our weights here. We're going to lift and lower this right leg for 12. Toe down the entire time. 11, 10. Really feeling the engagement here. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Beautiful. Coming back to center and finding that on the other side. Rooting to the right foot, left toe pointing out. Left toe stays rooted the entire time. Spine nice and tall. Lift and lower. 12, 11. You should really feel your glutes here. 10, unless it's just me. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Legs together. We can shake that out. We're going to drop our weights here to either sides of the mat. Come back to our mountain pose. Again, maybe we want a sip of water here. Beautiful. Starting at the top of our mat. Maybe we want to wiggle it out. We're going to inhale our arms up to the sky. Exhale, swan dive forward, fold. Releasing here just for a moment. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, planting our hands, stepping back to tabletop. Then we're going to find our seat. And we're going to lower all the way to the mat to find a little bit of core here. Beautiful. So rolling all the way down to our backs. Maybe we hug our knees in for a breath here. Beautiful. So we're going to find some leg lifts, alternating leg lifts. Now there's a whole bunch of different options here. Hands can be out beside you. Maybe they're even just a little bit below your bum. One option is our legs are straight the entire time. Just make sure that your belly button is pulled into your spine and your low back stays rooted onto the mat the entire time. It should not round. If it's rounding, lift your legs back up. So we're going to reach the right leg down, the left, and then both. Different options. Bending our knee, right toe tap, left toe tap, both down. Again, only going as far as your low back stays rooted. The other option is hands can go behind our head. We can lift our shoulders and our neck off the mat. So finding whichever option is best for you. And here we go. Right, left, both. Again, noticing that low back. Right, left, both. And maybe you don't have a lot of movement, and know that that is okay. As long as your back is staying rooted on the mat, you are engaging your core the entire time. Beautiful. Let's go 3 more. 2. Last one. Beautiful. Maybe we lower down, maybe we hug our knees into our chest for a breath. Beautiful. We're going to reach our legs all the way to the ends of the mat. Oh my goodness. Really rooting our heels into the mat. So really firmly rooted here. Hands can go behind our head, elbows out to either sides, and we're going to find crunches for 12. So crunching up. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Beautiful, slowly lowering down. Maybe we find a big reach stretch here, releasing our ab muscles here. Beautiful. We can exhale out of that. Maybe we hug one knee in and then the other knees to chest. Maybe we rock side to side. Maybe we just find stillness. Maybe we curse me and that's okay. Beautiful. We're going to find center here. We're going to reach our legs up to the sky. And we're going to cross our right leg over our left, almost trying to cross our knees. And then we're going to bend our knees, bringing our heels towards our bum. Maybe we hold onto the shins or just the tops of our legs here, or maybe our opposite ankles, pulling the knees in towards the chest. You should feel a really nice stretch in the right hip and the right glute here. If this doesn't feel good for you, I invite you to find a figure 4 as well. Really breathing into that tight space. And maybe even starting to be a little bit proud of yourself for showing up. This was not an easy class. Beautiful. Holding for one more breath here. And then we're going to let that go. We're going to reach our legs up to the sky and we're going to cross the right leg over, or the right knee over the left this time, bending our knees, heels in towards our bum here, almost like a pretzel, holding onto our ankles, shins, wherever they land. Trying to pull those knees into the chest just a little bit here, opening up the left side of the fascia this time. Or again, finding figure 4. Beautiful. One more breath in here. And then we can uncross that. We can bring our feet to the mat, maybe a little bit wider. We can windshield washer side to side, nice and slow, releasing our low back here. Beautiful, a couple more times. We're gonna bring our knees back to center, reaching our right or our left arm over our head, rolling over onto our right or our left side body, pressing up and finding our tabletop pose. Fingertips spread nice and wide, spine nice and tall. And on our exhale, tailbone lifts, belly lowers, heart shining forward. Exhale, rounding into our cat. Finding this a couple more times in your own perfect pace. Beautiful. 2 more times through here. Last time through. Finding center, knees to the edge of the mat, big toes touch, sitting back on our heels, walking our hands forward, melting towards the earth, finding our child's pose. Taking a moment to breathe into our back body here, release our hips, release our shoulders. Maybe we bring our hands towards our feet as well if that feels better. We can rock our hips from side to side, maybe roll out our forehead. And then in our next few breaths, we're going to look forward at our hands, pressing into our palms, finding our tabletop pose. Reaching our right leg to the back of the mat. Exhale, rounding in, bringing that foot in between our hands, hand to heel if we get stuck. Rising up, low lunge. Beautiful. Exhale, folding forward. Bringing that right knee to meet the left, finding our kneeling plank, and then lowering all the way down to our bellies, rooting into the tops of our feet and our pubic bones, squeezing our shoulder blades together, inhaling up, baby cobra or cobra. Exhale, lower, pressing up and back, child's pose for a breath. Inhaling forward to the tabletop, exhaling our other foot to the back of the mat this time. Rounding in, bringing that foot in between our hands, rising up, low lunge. Beautiful. Exhale, folding forward, bringing that left knee to meet the right, and then finding our kneeling plank, lowering all the way down to the mat, rooting in, inhaling up into baby cobra. Exhale, lower, pressing up and back, child's. Inhaling forward to our tabletop, tucking our toes, lifting our hips up and back, downward facing dog. Again, maybe we find a little bit of movement here that our body is craving. And then finding stillness here, bending our knees, walking our feet to the top of the mat, finding that forward fold, hanging out here for a breath or two. Again, finding movement or stillness. Maybe we hold on to opposite elbows. Maybe we rock side to side. Beautiful. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold, releasing our neck here. And then on our next breath, slowly rising up one vertebrae at a time. Shoulders back and down last. Inhaling up to the sky. Exhale, finding that cactus back bend, squeezing our shoulder blades together. Inhaling up. Exhaling. Mountain pose, left hand in our left pocket, reaching our right arm up to the sky. Inhale, really creating length through those fingertips, rooting into the right side as we tip to the left. Beautiful, coming back to center. Right hand in our right pocket, this time left arm extending up to the sky. Inhale, create length. Exhale, bending to the right as we root into the left foot. Beautiful, inhaling back to center. We're gonna inhale our arms up to the sky. And exhaling down through heart center. One more time, inhaling up to the sky. And maybe we exhale side all out, down to heart center. Beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me this morning on this yoga bar. The love and the light in me truly sees and honors the love and the light in each of you. And I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day. Namaste.